Welcome back to the Bootstrapper's Journal. My name is Steven, and I am here to share my journey with what I'm going through building my business and see if I can drop any Easter eggs that might be good for you building your business and help you skip over some of the hard learning things that I've had to go through. So today I want to talk about what you need to start a podcast. So podcasting is really my niche right now as far as helping people build their businesses and build their branding and all that sort of fun stuff. And what we do is super high production quality. And the reason why I put in that high production quality is because I understand that the more places that you can put your podcast out to, the more attention you're going to draw. And I don't care if you've got the best product in the world. If nobody knows about it, it's going to fail. So my job is to help people capture all of that attention, right? They've already got social media followings, or maybe they don't have it. And we need to get into the space of podcasting and get as big of a chunk of land as we possibly can. Now, what do I mean by that? What I mean by a big chunk of land in the podcasting space. Well, right now, podcasting is still relatively new. So there's a bunch of open territory as far as topics and niches and things you can talk about go. So the earlier you can get in on it, just by being there early, you get a larger share of the space. Now, with having a larger share of the space, now you add in high video production quality, high audio production quality, pictures, channeling it out to all of your social spaces. Then you're garnering more and more and more attention, and because the quality of the product itself is very good, people will listen to it more. People want to listen to a nice sounding voice, lack of static, like you'd get over a Zoom call or a Skype call, or just recording off of your phone, or not being in a noisy place with an air conditioner that you can hear. Like, you need a quiet space and all of that some fun stuff. So real quick, I want to run through some of the logistics. So I want to start with how it all works on the internet, what sort of art and connections that you need to make to your website. And then I want to focus in on the quality of the production, and then how to go about creating a podcast that adds value to other people. So with the website, you can just add a podcast into your existing website. It's just a blog page. It creates what's called an RSS feed. And from that feed, it's basically just a signal that's being sent out from your website, you connect that RSS feed to your iTunes, your Spotify, your iHeartRadio, Google Play, wherever it might be. Pretty much anywhere that offers music now offers podcasts. So you have to go through and hook all of those up. And generally, it takes about 2 days for the connection to take place. The distributors, like your Stitcher and your Apple and everybody like that, tends to want to review things. Some of them do, some of them don't, but they want to look at that. So to get that set up, you have to have your blog page, which you rename podcast or whatever you want to name it, on your website, and you have an audio file in there. If you don't already have an audio file in there, it's not going to go through the checks and all that sort of fun stuff. So step one, create either a blog page to go onto your existing website, or you can do an entirely new website specifically for the podcast and just have that as a different branch of things, which oftentimes I suggest. So you get that up, you get an audio file on there, you get everything checked out, so now you're up. For each episode, you want a little blurb, a paragraph, 2 paragraphs, 3 paragraphs, whatever it might be. And you want a cover photo. So you're going to want a cover photo of your a thumbnail, because we're going to be producing video too. And the reason we're going to be producing video is that 80% of content consumed on the internet is still video. So there you go. But so we need a thumbnail, kind of an introductory little thing. We want somebody doing this for you that understands how to make it a little clickbaity, but still authentic and not too clickbaity, and definitely not salesy. You want to stay away from salesy stuff. So we have to have a thumbnail for every episode. For going back to the distributor, we have to have a little square image that's the logo that gets put into the RSS feed and gets sent out, so that way all those pop up. And then back to within our blog post. So we've got our thumbnail, we've got our audio file, we've got a little blurb, and we've got our link out to our YouTube page. Now, YouTube needs to be maximized as well, or wherever we might be putting the videos. I recommend YouTube, as it is a verb. Hey, what were you doing last night? No, I don't know, just YouTubing a little bit. If it is a verb for something that you have done or what you are doing, it is like that's all the branding you could ever possibly want. So because it's a verb, we use YouTube. So that really kind of covers how the website's built, how it works. You can have all sorts of different things in there, recommending products, and you can set up your influencer deals, whether it's you get a kickback from Amazon or you've got a direct relationship with this company. Like there's so many avenues that you can build out of that. So we've got our website, we've got episode 1, we've got our thumbnail, we've got our video, it's all up. We want to make sure that our production quality, the sound, like right now I'm talking just into a recorder. It's got a pop filter on top of it, so you're not really hearing the wisps of my breath and that sort of fun thing. You might when I get too close to it, but you shouldn't be hearing that. It's going to dull down the pops of when I say the word pop, or I smack my lips too hard or anything like that. And that just makes it more listenable. You're not getting those high decibels that hurt the ear that people go, ooh, I don't want to hear that. You don't hear all that ambient noise of a microphone just recording too much, because this is a high quality recorder. So it's particularly aimed to record in certain directions at certain volumes, and if it doesn't reach that level, it doesn't hear it. So that's the purpose of having good quality production, and why I spend $500 on my microphone setups, to get that really good quality sound that sounds like you're in the room talking with the person. And sorry, I had a burp. That goes a really long way. It sounds more professional. It makes you look like you care about what you're doing. And I know I'm going to get called out because I don't do actual videos of my podcasts. I just throw a sound wave over a black screen and use that for video. But moving into video, having that full, if you're just doing solo videos, or if you're doing interviews, or if you've got a co-host or whatever it is, on video, you get more of the communication that happens in the human form. And what I mean by that is when we talk, let's back up. When we write, we get written communication. There's no tone. There's no context. There's no things that are unsaid. There's not body language, anything like that. And 95% of all communication is nonverbal. So in that case, writing is the least communicative form of communication that we can do. So audio, just taking it up a notch, you can hear my tone. You can tell if I'm happy, if I'm sad, if I inflect on something, if I'm really into it. You can tell when I get excited. You get that extra bit of communication that really, really helps me convey what I want to you guys, the guys who are listening. Now, if we add video on top of that, you're going to get my facial expressions. You're going to see whether my smile is real or fake. We all intuitively know that when we're seeing a fake fucking smile on our face. I hate nothing more. So that's why we put video onto it. Well, that's part of the reason why we put video onto it. We put video on because it gives you that full communication. And secondly, YouTube is the world's second largest search engine. So when we put your videos on YouTube, not only are you getting that full communication, you're also getting a hell of a lot of SEO when you link everything back. And then when you're consistently uploading, that's out there forever. People will find it forever. And as long as you keep producing new stuff, you'll start gaining more popularity. People will watch the episode that they came to watch, and then they'll watch your past stuff. And then they'll go to their website. And then they'll think of you the next time that they have something that you could possibly help with. I mean, that could be, if you're a realtor in the Denver area, you could do an entire show just on the Broncos because you love the Broncos. And now you have access to all those fans because they love the Broncos too. And they're like, oh yeah, I know that realtor that talks about the Broncos. I'm going to call him when I feel like selling my house or buying my house. That's as simple as that. So video gets you more attention, gets you SEO, which is more attention, more attention. And it just allows for more things to be cut out of each podcast. So now moving to, hate it when I forget. Moving to picking your topic, your niche. It needs to be something, and I always say speak your truth. It needs to be something that you're extraordinarily passionate about. It doesn't have to do with your business. In fact, if it's at least adjacent to your business, you're doing better. Because the more that it has to do with your business, the more salesy you're going to get. And everybody is tired of being sold to. Boomers are moving out of the workforce and away from being the primary economic drivers as far as population goes. So you need to be speaking to an audience the way that they want to be spoken to. So don't try and just sell. This is branding. Who are you? Why are you? What do you do? Why should I care? Make me fall in love with you. And you do that through consistency, speaking your truth, and trying to add value without expectation of something in return. Because that's good faith. Moving back to speaking your truth, if you're trying to play a character, this is a long game, and playing a character is fucking exhausting. And you will get called out, and you will expose yourself, and then you'll destroy yourself because of that. So speak your truth. This is the longest one we've ever done. Thank you guys for, if you've made it this far, thank you for sticking around and listening. So that is how the how of how the website and everything works. Why for the production, and for the conversation that you should be having. And what I like to do with my clients is, and they all understand, that a podcast is not simply a podcast. A podcast with Spotted Dog Media is a content creation vehicle. So we're looking at getting 10 to 30 pieces of content out of every single episode that we do. We can post so much, so often, bring so much value, tell so much truth, it's unreal. And the reason why we set it up that way is because content consumption across the planet is just continually going up and up and up and up and up. The answer is more. You need to be posting on every single one of your social channels daily. If you're not doing that, you're going to find yourself in trouble. And if you don't start a podcast soon, you're going to find yourself missing out on a golden opportunity. So that's all I've got for you guys today. I hope you found it useful. And if there is anything I can do for you or any conversation you want to have, please post and comment and share and email and send a contact form, whatever it might be. And I will see you guys in the next episode.